Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome to another super exciting evening on our lives with our wonderful guests. And I'm excited to have Dr. O'Connor on because I'm telling you, I've never seen so many questions besides the psychic medium stuff, except when it comes to all your lives. You just, Stephen, people are like, well, what about this? What about this? And how do you do this? And you just like are bada bing, bada boom, bada bing, bada boom. It just comes out like a massive information and super, super excited. And you get people coming out of the woodwork. You have Priscilla, who is our moderator, obviously, and Martin, all the way from the UK. Beth Rogers, hello. So we're going to say hello to people first. Irma, good evening. Good to see you. And so good to have all of you here. So come on in, say hello, let us know where you're from, and tell your friends. Like, share, follow. It's what it's all about for this year, everybody. Creating good community. Hello, Sarah from the UK. Look at this. You got international people. Janie Love, hello and welcome, 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 my newfound friend. Yvonne from Canada, thank you. Alicia from right across the river, thank you, my friend. And Alicia was one of my former massage students. Crystal, good to see you. Thank you for showing up today. Shelly Hart, hello. Thank you for being here. Michelle, good evening. And Gina, hello. And Kathy, hello. And Dina, hello. My goodness, guys, come on in. Grab your coffee, grab your tea, grab your water, grab your stethoscope, whatever, your blood pressure medicine, whatever you need, just come on. Your CBD oil, come on, as long as it's by LivLabs. Come on in and just, did you like that one? Come on in and say hello. Judy, so good to see you. And so good to see you, my friend. Miss you, my friend. I'm glad that you're on here this evening. So thank you, thank you, thank you. So let's tell everybody, I like to stall for the first 3 minutes. Let's tell everybody how we met. So Lisa McMillan, who is a friend, she had said, hey, I do LivLabs. I'm a representative, and I'd like to bring in, if you wouldn't mind, the chief science officer of LivLabs. I'm like, all right, Dr. Stephen O'Connor. I'm like, oh, a doctor. I'm like, what do we say? How do I, what do I say? What do I do? And, she's like, he's so laid back. He's so good. And I said, well, I've dealt with really good. And he's like, no. He's very much combines Eastern and Western, and he's really great. I'm like, awesome. And the moment that we met, there was just, I don't know, a spiritual bond. I just felt like a kinship, like family, so family. And we have been having a friendship now ever since then. So it's an honor and pleasure to have you here. And here is one of your websites, ultrahealth.livelabsnow.com. And if you want to tell everybody, fill in the blanks that I've missed, because they read the flyer, but I like to have them hear it from you. So,
well, yes, we did meet via Lisa, and she is just she's just a sweetheart, absolute sweetheart. And that was actually, I didn't know it when I came on the first time, how this would actually morph into the relationship that that we have. So we have not only a personal friendship, but we have a professional relationship. I can't tell you how much you've impacted my spiritual life, my personal life, my emotional life since I've become a client of yours. If you guys are thinking about working with Elias, I absolutely encourage you to do that. He's changed, literally changed the way that I look at things. He's helped guide me professionally. So I'm looking at my second career. I used to be an ER doc. I'm looking at my second career from a different perspective, thanks to you. I had a neat experience, which I probably wouldn't have understood today. I was taking care of a patient, a client, and I just felt very exhausted and fatigued when she came into the room. And I just felt this immense, and you've awakened the empath in my life. And what I was feeling is I was feeling her symptoms. She came in, she was an insomniac, and she's just exhausted and she's fatigued. And I said, man, I apologize. I don't mean to focus on this, but I am really feeling fatigued and just tired. And she goes, well, that's why I'm here, because I can't sleep, and her life is very very messed up because of her sleep issues. So that's been really important. And you've also taught me, and I'm, you know, I'm gonna talk about Elias here. Sorry. This actually is Elias's show, and I'm just the guest. But this is going to be a big, long hour or 45 minutes of advertisement for Elias. But I really, from a friendship side, you have helped my family, myself, through some very intense struggles, and to be able to put yourself out there. I'm a doctor. I'm supposed to be the one that people come to for their problems. I've not been trained to release my problems to somebody else. And I can tell you that you have really opened my mind to releasing, some of the things that were blocking me emotionally, psychically. The empath part of this is really exciting to me, because I'm on the spiritual journey, and I'm learning all these different things that I didn't even see before. I'm seeing as my guides are coming to me, and that the universe is talking to me. And I don't know if I can use this thing, but you slap me up a little bit every once in a while.
Just a little bit.
Well, I didn't want to be,
We have the come to universe.
Okay, come to universe. So you don't mollycoddle me. You push me, and that's been really impactful. And where my career is going, I needed your guidance. And trust me, I have signed up for this program and that program, and this advanced development and this business kind of whatever, and nowhere near what you have given me. So right out of the gate, thank you, my friend.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Because, honestly, truly, I would have never thought of, and I know we said we could talk about this, but I never thought that I would have done or come to think about doing a personalized retreat. And that was so much fun with you. That was so much fun to go to your place, to bring my retreat stuff and bring it. And so thank you. And Priscilla says, that's awesome, Elias. You've impacted so many. Thank you. That's very sweet of you to say. Shelley says there should be more doctors like you. That's true. That's true. And thank you for the spotlight. I'm going to return it quickly back to you.
Okay.
I appreciate that. I do. I have learned, as many of you know from watching my lives, that the right side of the body is the giving, and the left side of the body is the receiving. So when I have an injury on my right side, it's also telling me that I'm giving a lot and I need to receive. So I receive your compliment. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And thank you for that. And Shelley says,
thank you.
Moralize. Thank you. So you have helped me too, because you told me that something like what's the heartburn medicine that I'm taking?
You're taking Protonics, and
the one that starts with the O.
Proton pump inhibitor. Yeah, and Cimetidine. Is it
It's like a
Zantac or Tagamet and then
one of those
Protonix?
things. Yeah.
Okay.
I almost said Prozac. That's not it. So it's that Prilux type of
Oh,
thing. Uh,
Prilosec. Yeah,
yeah, something with Prilosec, that thing. And you gave me a suggestion, and this has. Thank you, Janie. That's what it is.
omeprazole.
Omeprazole. Thank you.
Prilosec is
And
the
yeah,
trade name.
yeah. And what you suggested to me, this natural stuff, has helped me so much. I've been able to go down to every other day to take that and omeprazole, and I'm now switching slowly to changing eating habit. I was able to have a little bit more of tomato and a little bit, like, there's never been a problem with chocolate, people. I don't care if I'm getting heartburn. There's never a problem with chocolate. Um, and it's really shifted. So thank you for that. And sleeping with the LivLab, um, that those pills have been a little bit better. I know I've started. I have to be honest with everybody here, and actually just very transparent, I should say, is that I was a little afraid of CBD oil. I didn't want, I'm like, oh, I don't know, and it's really helped. It's helped with the sleeping. I normally don't sleep more than 4 hours a day, and I'm tired. And I know that divorced, moving, not finding a home where I was supposed to find the home, and then finding this place, and then moving, and everything. Everybody knows my story, but being able to have 5 to 6 to maybe almost one day 7 hours of sleep has been really, really um, helpful. So, and I really appreciate what Live Labs has to offer, what you offer. I know that, and I want to plug this about you. You are actually doing a master class. Is that correct?
Yes, yes, I'm producing a master class on general wellness, longevity, and health. So it's going to cover most of the pillars of health and wellness and longevity. So one of the ones that you've mentioned was sleep, and sleep is probably the single most important function that humans do in their life, because nothing works without sleep. When you sleep 4 hours instead of 8, 7, 8, 9, if you only sleep 4 hours, your immune system is suppressed by 70% for that time
Wow.
period. So in this age of pandemic, in this age of all sorts of toxins, air toxins, water toxins, psychologic toxins, the news, what have you, we're in this 24/7 cycle of stress. That's a toxin, that's a stress to the body, and your immune system is constantly bombarded. So sleep becomes even more important. And interestingly, the brain never slows down. When you sleep, your brain is running and utilizing the same amount of energy sleeping as it does in the awake form. And the only time, though, that you clear out the metabolites and the toxins out of your brain from the day is when you're in deep sleep. And most
Mm,
people don't. And deep sleep happens in the first half of your sleep cycle. So if you're only sleeping 4 hours and you get 20% deep sleep out of 4 hours, you're out of actually an hour, because, or excuse me, 2 hours, because that's the first half, you're not getting enough to clear the toxins. Those toxins actually build up. That's what causes brain fog. That's what causes fatigue. That's what causes early cognitive loss or dementia, because you don't clear the toxins. Those proteins build up, they aggregate, and Alzheimer's, dementia,
right.
Parkinson's, movement disorders, all those can stem from years and years and years of not sleeping well. So sleep is so important. And it's so neat because with the functional medicine side of what I'm doing and the Live Lab side as a chief science officer, it's really neat because my relationship with the company is such that we can design new products based on what we're trying to do in the health and wellness and longevity. And I don't know if you were here when we got the gummies.
I think so. Yes, I was.
Okay. Yeah, we've got a great, and it's great for stress. It's great for sleep, anxiety, but it's got ashwagandha. It has CBG, which is the precursor molecule to CBD. So it's the mother molecule. It has L-theanine, which is wonderful for the brain. It's just an amazing product that is, and it's got, you know, the plain CBD, but it's designed to help people relax, to help moderate some of the things in their body. It's a protective neuroprotectant, so it helps to protect your brain cells from damage, and especially if you're not sleeping well. We have the LivLabs LivLullaby, which is a sleep product. So it's really exciting to be in this position because I get a chance to live cooperatively in two special worlds. And it's so exciting.
And I think, you know, the products, guys, and trying them are really, and this is not an infomercial for the products, you guys. We're just saying that how, you know, we talked about last time about functioning medicine and how important it was. And Kathy has a question here. How do you make your brain shut off so you can sleep?
That usually the simple answer to that is it starts about 4 hours before you're lying down, and that means planning the time where you're going to bed, and you start to dial down the stimuli in your brain. And humans were made to get up with the sun and go to bed with the sunset, and we have this really unique neurophysiology, something called the pineal gland, which is really sensitive to light. And when I'm talking really sensitive, I'm talking about something as low as 2 lumens, which is if you have a little electronic plug-in device that has a green or a red or a blue light on it, that light in a darkened room is enough to signal your pineal gland to keep producing cortisol and to suppress melatonin secretion. So it can send your circadian rhythm or your sleep cycle out of whack. So when you're thinking about going to bed, you have to prepare. Going to sleep is the most important function, more important than exercise, more important than nutrition. When you do shift work, for instance, that's the equivalent of smoking a pack to a pack and a half of cigarettes a day. The average shift worker lives on average 7 to 10 years less than a day shift worker because it's such a hideous stress. So in answering your question, what I would do, I really like the new LivLabs gummies. The ashwagandha, the CBG works directly on the brain. The CBD works indirectly on all systems to allow your body to slow down. Making sure that you don't have computer time prior 2 hours or TV time 2 hours before you go to bed is very important. And there's a couple of reasons. If you're wearing blue blocking glasses and you set your screen to a warm color, that's going to help dramatically. The problem with TV is this constant, there you go. Subtle.
I feel like Elton John and George Michael just landed these glasses together. But okay. Go ahead. Okay. Sorry.
All right, Elton George. So those things all kind of prep your body and prep your physiology to sleep. But the gummies are really nice. They'll help you sleep. The LivLullaby, which has CBD and melatonin, can also be helpful. But it's very individualistic. It's very depending on your natural rhythms. If you try to go to bed when your body's not ready to go to bed, your brain's going to keep going. It's just going to keep going because it's not. if you try to push that back when you should have gone to bed early and you're past your peak of your melatonin, your body's going to say, okay, I'm not, I've already slept.
Right.
Because this is a time I should have slept, and your brain's going to race. So you really need to do the preparation and find out what works for you. Go to bed 15 minutes earlier, and try that for a couple of weeks and see if that does well for you, or do 15 minutes later and work it the other way to find your sweet spot.
Now, I wanted to ask you because Kathy is a friend of mine. She's also a psychic medium. She's in the East Coast, and I told her that she should look up a functioning medicine doctor, and she said, she wants to know, do the products contain nuts, seeds, or gluten?
No, no, and no.
See, there you go, Kathy.
Gluten-free. I'm gluten-free. You know that. We had a lot of fun at my expense.
We did.
My dietary idiosyncrasies. But I'm gluten-free by choice. I found out just recently I'm allergic to almonds. So I can't do almond butter. I can't do almonds. I can't do almond flour. But no, our products are gluten-free, and they are all the Environmental Working Group, which is a nonprofit that actually advertises what possible toxicities any ingredient that you put on your skin or you take orally. They actually rank every ingredient on a 1 to 10 scale, and every LivLab product is a 1 or a 0. Every LivLab product. It doesn't. Now there will be. Someone said something. We have a product that has some small amount of methylparaben, and methylparaben is a 1, 2, or 3, and it depends on the amount, and it depends on whether you're orally taking it or you're putting it topically, and it also depends on the purity of the methylparaben, because sometimes the chemicals that they make methylparaben out of don't get cleaned out of the system, and you get some tag-on contaminants, and those can be toxic. So even though methylparaben is one of those no-nos, you have to know the nuance of the component in order to understand whether it's toxic. I wouldn't take it orally, but if I'm going to put it on, topically, especially in the amounts that we have in our product and the specific type of methylparaben that we have, it's absolutely completely safe, and it's not going to cause any issues with your hormones. It's not going to cause any toxicity or liver issues. So we're very careful about that. That's my job. Actually, that's the cool part of my job, is I get to police all this. The owner thinks about stuff, and he'll send me and he says, well, what do you think about this? And I go, nope. This one I don't know, but I'm going to do some research on it. And if you do the research, and I knew about methylparaben, and I was one of those, don't put any methylparaben in your body. Well, when you do the deep dive research and you do the studies, and I get down into the weeds, you find out that there are some caveats, and you can't eliminate some of these products no matter what you do, because they do have a function. They may, a really good portion of your product may not be able to function without having trace amounts of something to potentiate it. So
sure, I get it.
Really finessed.
Priscilla put this up there. Is that correct? The hemp gummies?
Yeah, actually, if you go to the LivLabs Now, Ultra Jock, Ultra Health LivLabs Now, you can go into the shop mode and you can look at the products and you can see the gummies. But yeah, that one, and
awesome.
That'll get you to the site, and then you can look at it.
Awesome. Hello, Nikki Schletz. Good to see you. Nan says, can your brain be repaired by good sleep and supplements after many years of poor sleep?
Absolutely. Now,
awesome.
Now there's a misunderstanding about, I'm going to catch up on my sleep. no, you can never catch up on your sleep. The damage is done contemporaneous to the insomnia or the lack of sleep. But like anything, and the sooner you start, you can reverse disease, you can reverse maladies, you can reverse nutritional problems, stress problems, all that. And you know, you've been a perfect example of that with your coaching with me. You've reversed years and years of emotional neglect, and you've reversed years and years of stinking thinking, you know, on my part. And I actually feel younger and I feel more revived by that relationship. And that's the brain. But the body knows only what the brain thinks. So if your brain is thinking that you're sick or that you're sad or you're depressed, your body responds like that. So, you know, there have been cases where people have had spontaneous resolutions of cancers and tumors just by positive thinking. And, you know, the placebo effect is real.
Right.
Whether 60% of the patients I saw in the emergency department, if I just told them, I could have given them a sugar pill. But if I told them they were going to get better, 80 to 90% would have gotten better. Just by the suggestion and the relief too, because, you know, people go in there, they're stressed. Is this something that I need to worry about? Is this my heart? No, you've got heartburn. But if you do some lifestyle changes, if you do some nutritional changes, you're going to be better. And immediately they stop thinking that their heart is killing them, and they've got a plan and they've got a goal. And it changes.
And that's why holistic health is so important, because combining the body, mind, and spirit, so important, doing this stuff. And, you know, you have some great programs. You actually have, and we'll talk about, and we'll get to your questions, you guys, in a second. You know, you also have something about with the CBD program through LivLabs, correct?
Right. We are producing a Cbd Master class, which teaches you all about CBD, and you'll be able to get certified as a, you know, quite honestly, an expert in CBD after you finish the course.
I think that's wonderful.
You will know more than 99% of physicians the story of hemp and the story of CBD, and you will, even the people in the CBD industry will not have your level of expertise, except in, you know, a handful of cases. So
I think that's wonderful.
Yeah, and
I really do.
It's like everything. We want to educate. The more you know about CBD and the more that you know about hemp, the less scary it is. When you realize that there's 40,000 different things that can be made commercially from hemp, everything from buildings to, they can make cars out of hemp. They can make clothing. Betsy Ross probably sewed some of the flags with hemp cloth. The Revolutionary War was fought using hemp rope. And, you know, if you think about Benedict Arnold pulling the cannons up into, you know, Lake Champlain, they used hemp rope to pull the cannons up to fight the British. And, you know, all these sort of, you know, stories are there, but it's an incredible thing. And if you understand it, you know, understanding is knowing is acceptance. Acceptance is a way to lead you through to a healthy life.
So true. Knowledge is power. I said hello to Nikki. Nan, yes. Shelly wants to know, do those gummies help with pain?
Yes. The one of the most important portions of CBD is its effect on the pain receptors in the brain. And although it doesn't directly touch, like there's different receptors for pain, mu receptors and such. So those receptors don't interact specifically with CBD. Where CBD helps with pain is it reduces the information that's coming from your body. So say you've got joint pain. Your body sending signals to your brain to incorporate and process that you've got pain in a joint. Well,
Right.
if you can mute that, if you can dial down those fibers and that input going to your brain, you can reduce the perception of pain significantly. And that's what CBD does. Indirectly, though, it will also balance your systems. The endocannabinoid system in the body, which is what makes up the effect of the CBD, the endocannabinoid system is the largest self-regulating system in the body. We didn't know that really until the first part of the 20th century, 21st century. We didn't know that. And anatomically, we didn't know that we had an endocannabinoid system until like 1990s.
Wow.
It's really a new part of physiology and the study of physiology. But what it does is it regulates everything. It regulates sleep, it regulates hormones, it regulates pain reception, it regulates your sensorum, how much information gets in, how much gets filtered, gut regulation, heart regulation, chronotropicity, which is how fast your heart will actually beat. CBD can adjust that, and it's a natural balancer. So if your body's a little bit out of whack, it's not going to throw you one way or the other. It's going to bring you balance. So if you're high in one area, it'll bring you down. If you're low in another, it'll bring you up. So it's really a phenomenal molecule.
I think, all the knowledge, you guys, so important when we open and expand our brain, yes, and also our heart. Remember, the heart has to feel this. You have to feel it. Dee, hello, Julie. Dee has a really great question or statement. Melatonin, valerian, Ambien did not work for me. What do you think about
L-tryptophan?
Tryptophan, yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, that's an amino acid. It's a great amino acid to help for sleep. L-theanine is another one. So if you can, and GABA is another supplement that you could use that will help for sleep. Again, it depends, because some things will work. It just depends on what's going on.
Sure.
Do you have other things going on? Is your gut out of whack? Do you have too much yeast in your gut, which isn't allowing your bacteria to break down those amino acids? And so you may not get enough to your brain to help regulate your sleep. And if you correct one thing, it will correct something else. And then, you feed it. Again, that's the functional medicine model, is that you look at the root cause. What seems like a sleep issue may actually be a gut issue. What seems like a gut issue might actually be a stress issue, or a nutrition, or a toxic issue. Do you have molds in your house that are, fighting your mitochondria? And so your mitochondria can't produce energy. Then you're exhausted through the day, and you're just too tired to even sleep because everything's out of whack. So it's fascinating.
Yes, Kathy, great. Thank you. And Kathy, I want you to find a functional doctor. And what was that website that you told us to go to last time for functional medicine?
Institute of Functional Medicine. So ifm.org.
ifm.org. Thank you.
India Foxtrot Mike.
Thank you. Janie says, what about natural ways to induce cortisol, dopamine, serotonin? There's more natural ways to navigate without having to digest things. She said, like, for instance, cold showers induces cortisol.
Yeah, absolutely. There's you can use a sauna. You can do an infrared sauna or a steam sauna, and that will induce your parasympathetic system to kick in, which is relaxing, and it takes you out of the fight, flight, or freeze. You can use, like, the cold showers. That is, cold therapy. If you do hot and then cold, it's very stimulating to the body, and it does increase cortisol, which then awakens you. So it's invigorating. I would do the sauna before bed. I do the cold therapy if you're trying to invigorate yourself. But yes, she's absolutely right. There's so many different ways. Nutrition is just one part of it. Supplementing is a bridge. Supplementing is a bridge to good lifestyle choice nutritional choice, things of that sort. So a lot of these things you don't necessarily have to be on for life. You can
Right.
take them when they're necessary, and then you just look at your lifestyle or functioning and figure out, what it is that's missing and what it is that's causing the problem, and then you correct it, and you're doing great.
Sarah has a question, and no question is silly, everyone. Are there any contraindications using CBD with pharmaceutical medications? How can someone check if it's a safe combination for them?
That's an excellent question, and the answer is there's never been a reported case of an overdose with CBD ever. You can't
Mm,
find it in the literature. No one is. I figured out there was this big article that was put out and it said, CBD may be toxic and such. Well, when you looked at the article, it was on rats and mice, and when you figured out the per weight dose or what they were giving the rats, a human would have to drink 496 1-ounce bottles to induce a 50% chance of dying.
mm,
Unbelievable, but the headlines were CBD will kill you. No, well,
right,
yeah,
sure.
anything. If I drink enough water, I can get hyponatremic and I can die. If I have too much oxygen, I can, what have you. The best way is CBD is metabolized by a particular set of enzymes in the liver. And it's the same enzyme that digests grapefruit. So
Mm,
if you have a medication, and I'm going to be straightforward, 60% of
sure.
all pharmaceutical medications are metabolized by the same enzyme that CBD is metabolized. You never see a physician say, "Oh, you've got 6 medications that are metabolized by the C2YP, 450 system or what have you." They will say, "Oh, yeah, okay, we're going to add this medicine, this medication." If you have a medicine that says do not take with grapefruit, that would be a medication that I would be cautious, not contraindicated, but cautious about taking CBD. Because if that medication has that warning label, then yeah, it's one that you have to be alert to. What I recommend to people is even people that take medications and CBD that can compete for that same enzyme, your liver, unless you've got stage 4 liver disease, your liver is very good at manufacturing enzymes right away. So I say if you've got a medication, take your CBD 2 hours before or 2 hours after. And then, your body's going to metabolize it. And then it's going to get introduced to the medication. It's going to say, okay, I have to metabolize this. I'm just going to make up some more CYP450 enzyme. So
Makes
there's
sense.
no specific contraindication. Yes, there are some interactions, but they're nominal at best. Just be smart about it. It's like anything, any supplement that you take. If you eat a big salad before you take some of your medications, like your blood thinners and stuff, that can affect your blood thinning. But does anybody ever tell you, oh, don't take your blood thinner after you've eaten a salad or around the same time that you've had a salad? No, because it's theoretical. It's not practical. So
Makes sense.
I hope that
That makes
answers.
sense. No, it does. Dee Dee says, yes, many meds, IBS and more, insomnia since 5 years old, miracle baby. And this is why, like Priscilla put it on here, IFM. So check out this website for a functional medical information, or doctor rather, in your area. Priscilla says, I prefer hemp gummies over CBD oil. They seem to help calm me. More excited. I'm excited for your new product. Awesome, awesome. That's great. Shelly says, I love this. Thank you for all the wonderful information. Really useful. Thank you, Stephen. Janie says, I use ashwagandha gummies myself. I hope I spelled that right. But they help me when I feel stressed. Interesting. Ashwagandha. We got it.
Yeah,
We
there you
got
go.
it. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Now, with the CBD, masterclass. They get a certificate that they're a CBD.
Yeah, you will actually get a certificate, and if you're a member of LivLabs, you're going to get a button, a pin that recognizes you for your expertise, and I'm the one who writes the test questions, so
There
trust
you
me,
go.
it's not going to be, I'm not there to I'm not there to be like Elias and push you.
Wow.
I'm actually quite empathetic and more compassionate than he is sometimes to me. But no, you will get recognition, and we will have a certificate. It's initially going to be released through LivLabs because it is proprietary information that,
Sure.
but we are going to release it to people that aren't necessarily members of LivLabs. It doesn't cost you. I take that back. It might cost you like $1 or something to be a customer of LivLabs, but that's more just to make sure that people aren't signing up fictitious websites and stuff. But I think if you have any trouble, if you're interested and you're not interested in LivLabs, if you want to learn about that and you want to do that, just get in touch with Elias, and Elias can get in touch with me, and we'll work something out.
Deb says, CBD coffee. Absolutely love it. I have my coffee at night and rest very well. I stopped waking through the night. Wow. And
I wish we had that sort of product. I wish we had that product.
Something to think about. And Priscilla put LOL for your comment about how I gently Greek push. Notice it was gently Greek push is what he was saying with the one eyebrow up.
Yes.
See,
I know
hasn't gotten the eyebrow yet.
I know if I'm in trouble if I get both eyebrows. One goes up. Yes.
Or this.
Yes. When he puts his glasses down and his eyebrows go up.
I'm like, so did you want to really share with this? And yeah.
Yeah, we're going to get gut punched here about reality. And yeah.
It's good.
By the way, you are more than a friend to me.
You're a soul brother. You're totally a soul brother.
And we text back and forth, and it's love you, brother. I love you like a brother. And I've only known you since that, but it seems like I've known you my entire life. And
it's been less than a year, and I feel like it's been, a lifetime or lifetimes, depending on how you look at it. But it is your knowledge and your compassion for people. And, I haven't shared this stuff, but, the stuff that you do, the volunteer work that you do, the stuff that you have gone to Ecuador to do. I mean, you have a generous heart, and you have compassion, and you have integrity, and that's why you get the Greek push. Because had to add it in there somehow.
I do want to add something else is, and Elias knows this because he's encouraged me. One of my projects that I'm working on right now is to bring people on plant medicine journeys to Ecuador, and it will involve, and you can do however much you want and what you don't want, but it's going to expose people to culturally accurate ceremonies by indigenous medicine men using ayahuasca, San Pedro, or Huachuma. And we're going to bring people down to Ecuador to give them an opportunity to experience some of the cultural differences that some of these indigenous people have, which is absolutely fascinating to me. I mean, so much so that I got a tattoo. It was that life-changing that 62-year-old kind of conservative doctor goes down and comes back and goes, honey, I'm getting a tattoo. And you know, the tattoo, you don't choose the tattoo, it chooses you. Well, this one chose me. So we're going to bring people down. We're going to do energy healing, sound healing, etc. And the cool part about it is you're going to learn about your health, your genetics. You're going to learn something about your personal self. And Elias doesn't know it yet, but I'm going to figure out a way that he's going to come on these trips with us.
I'd love to.
And then some of the profits of this will go to my big mission, and that's to help exploited women, trafficked women that have been kind of thrown to the wayside. And we want to open up a co-op where we teach them either remedial education to get them up to the educational needs that they need, technical skills, whether it's making textiles, jewelry making, baking, culinary arts, computer training, learning language, a new, adding English to their language skills. So, but then, that's our goal, to expand that. And, I know I can't change the world, but I can change maybe initially the lives of 10 women that never thought that they were ever going to get a chance in life, and their children.
Right.
If they have their children, we can use the moms to co-op and watch the children one of the 4 days, and then they trade off with the other ones, and then the 4 days they get their education, their skills, life skills, psychologic help and healing, and then maybe we make that ripple a little bit bigger. So thank you for letting me say that, Venue, because
of course, so important.
It's really,
And beautiful mission, so important. Betsy, good to see you. Hey Christy, hello. And it's important. So we're talking with Dr. Stephen O'Connor, and we're talking about many things. We're talking about CBD oil. We're talking about obviously your mission in life, but a purpose of bringing better education to people that want to come from a place of heart, a place of knowledge, a place of spirits, and combining all that and really saying, here's some natural ways. And you coming from, an ER doctor to this side of the fence and combining that technology, let's put it that way, and that synergy of all this information and coming forth what you have done. And like I said, you have so much information. Janie says, I love plant medicine. It's the way to go. I believe in all natural approaches to healing. And congratulations on opening yourselves to helping so many, such a reward. You have so many great things coming to you. Exactly. And Sarah says, I can teach English, and Priscilla teaches English. Can we come too? Yeah, we'll just bring our moderators with me. My moderators with me. Stephen, we'll just have them come with, and we'll be like, okay. And Priscilla can work with Young, and Sarah can teach them to have an English accent. And also, and she can teach them to play piano as well.
Now, is she going to teach him the King's English or our English?
I will answer for her. The proper English. How's that? The proper English, not posh, but proper.
Okay.
I'm just so blessed to have wonderful moderators that I do. Now, does anybody have any quick questions? Because please stay tuned, because I will be doing a guided meditation. And I just want to share that we are talking with Dr. O'Connor tonight. Next Wednesday, we have my friend, Karen Radin, who is an intuitive. She's a nutritionalist and a dietitian. And we're going to talk about, this is the cool part. I know, you've got to come on for that one. You've got to watch her. We're calling it intuitive eating through science. She takes her intuitive energy and the science behind it and blends that together. I've known Karen since 1998. She was actually my very first energy client that I worked on out of my house way back when in Chicago. And It is great, and here is the information, Kieran. And then, guys, the following the following week is Tramika Massey, and we're going to talk about new love, new lyrics. So she's got a new song out, and also just to throw this out there, guys, do have a contest. We have a contest called Share the Love, and that Share the Love is have your friends like and follow me, have them sign up for the email list, and the winner of whoever has the most people on their list will be getting a special customized bath salt or a foot soak, same thing, and a customized energy balancing spray. So thank you for doing that. Anybody have any questions regarding? Oh, and guys, also sorry. Thank you, Priscilla. Also, Priscilla, put in the thing about the online retreat. I am doing a 1-day online retreat. It's saying yes to self, honoring your inner voice. And who knows, maybe we could do a retreat to Ecuador, because my goal is in 2 years, they'll have to come on this one. My goal in 2 years is to do a retreat to Greece and call it honoring your inner god and goddess. So lots going on, guys. We're just moving. Thank you. Here's a 1-day online retreat, saying yes to yourself. If you space is limited. If you sign up before January 20th, you get a discounted rate of $85. So there you go. Any questions for Dr. O'Connor that you guys may have? And let me make sure that I turn off my phone, which I did not, through the computer, because y'all know that I'm not that high tech. So now I do. There we go. Okay. Questions, guys. Questions about I'm really wanting to know more about the CBD course and also your master program. And Irma says, excellent, informative. Now, Irma is a nurse. She's been a nurse for how many years, Irma? 40 years? You've been a nurse, and she's from the Sterling, Illinois area. And this is fascinating information. So I love when other medical field people are on, because they can relate and listen and get a different perspective. So important. So important. Where would they find out more about your masterclass and more about the CBD stuff?
The CBD information will be put on that on the LivLabs now, which is the corporate. And yeah, you can find it through the UltraDoc Ultra Health, because it will at some point it'll be put on there when it's ready to go. They're doing the post-production work right now.
Okay.
I've shot all the
Awesome.
video, so that's there. The master class is the slancha143.com. That's my website. And when the master class is completed, there's going to be 2 levels. There's going to be just like a standard, and then there's going to be a more advanced level. And that's going to come out. We're working on that. Elias is pushing me. He's pushing me to get that completed. Yeah, both eyebrows on that one, and the glasses came down like. So, yes.
Yeah,
you guys.
It's the lean in, guys, that does it. It's this when you look at the little green dot and you just go, really?
Yeah, well,
and that's the thing.
It creates fear in my soul when I see it. But so that will be coming. Oh, 48 years. My gosh, Irma.
48 years. I got corrected. 48 years.
Anybody who can put up with doctors for 48 years, you're a sane, Irma. Sane Irma.
She is.
So,
and here, thank you again for the website. Sarah says, this show has been great. So informative, really appreciative. You sharing your expertise. Thank you, Dr. Stephen. And what is the number one health issue that you see on a daily basis? I'm just curious.
Stress.
Yeah.
Stress and anxiety. Yep. Absolutely.
And guys, coming from my piece of this is that when I do the intuitive coaching, when I do the empowerment coaching, the piece that I hear, the stress is caused by the fear. If we can shift the fear and really truly, switch the mindset on it, we can actually, we're not meant to fail, everybody. We're not meant to fail. Think about all the plant medicine that's out there, stuff that people have known for years. And yes, I have to tell you that sometimes we need a combination of both meds, and it's important. But when we focus on the whole body and really look at what is this talking to this, or is this talking to this, and how does this and this connect to that? And those are the pieces that get me going. Those are the pieces that I'm like, how can we be better people? How can we be kinder? How can we have a better world? How can we grow this community for awareness? And that's the important piece. Why do you think, here's me on my pulpit here. This is why I want to create a bigger community. Yes, this is why the contests are out for the emails and everything else, because when we create community, when the world starts to know more, when we have bigger community, we can reach more people. One person can touch 10 lives, and those 10 lives can touch 100, and then those 100 can touch thousands, and those thousands can touch how many more? It is so important. And as you were talking, I have to tell you that I'm like, ooh, we can make the Dr. O'Connor show. It'd be like Dr. Oz, but different. It would be really.
I'm not quitting my day job.
No, but I like it. I'll just push you. Are you sure you don't want to do that show? It's really good. Right. Yeah. So Mary says, this was wonderful. Thank you both. You're welcome. Janie says, thank you for sharing today. I appreciate you both sending so much. You're always welcome back, but will you come back? Because there's so much. It's like this hour goes by so gosh darn fast. But I want people to know about the products, and I want people to know, the information that you give, because it's sad. I will tell you, this injury, you guys, to get in today's healthcare, this injury, I had to wait 2 weeks for a phone call. I went into the doctor's office. The intake was 7 minutes. The doctor came in. Y'all know that I can talk, so I don't have a problem, and I can talk quickly if I really need to. So she said, well, I said, God, this just felt so rushed. And she said, we only have 15 minutes. The intake and my 8 minutes. I'm like, wait a second. What is this? What is this about? Is it about quality or is it about quantity? Because I'm going to write a letter, and I'm not a letter writer. I am, but not like, where I'll go to the top of the CEO and say, look, 15 minutes with my 8 minutes with my doctor doesn't, she had to ask all these questions. I'm like, where is that connection? And she was so kind. I gave her a copy of my book. She was so kind. And, she's like, I really like you. Will you come back? I'm like, I hope not. I really don't want to come back. And I said, I'll come back for a visit, but not like a social visit, but not like I want to come back that I'm sick. She's like, no. But she's like, yeah, I don't have the time that I'd like with my patients because I have to hurry up and be with the next one. And this is why when Dr. Steven talks, it's really important. You're getting valuable information, everybody. So again, I thank you, my soul brother. I thank you so much. You can stay for the guided meditation, or I know it's 3 hours later there. So, but you're so welcome to stay. I'm just gonna mute you if you do. So I'll take this off.
Yeah,
And,
I'm gonna shut off my lights and you're gonna take me off the camera.
Because
I tend to drool.
I can take you off the camera. I'll just remove you like this. How's that? I can still see you. I can't hear you, but I have to tell you guys, I'm so blessed to have Dr. Steven O'Connor in my life. He has pushed me as well, pushed me as a practitioner, pushed me as a friend, pushed me in this business. And there are days I when I don't believe in myself, and this man has just given me the pat on the back that I've needed, and really truly feels, I'm gonna get emotional here, really truly feels so family, and meeting his family and being at his home, and um just sharing in that energy was beautiful. And I'll toot his horn a little bit. He actually took me to a place that my parents and I went to. It's called French Lick, Indiana. And it was beautiful. And we went to a place that I've never been to before. And it was just breathtaking. It was creating an old memory with the new one. And just so grateful for you in my life, and grateful for all that you do for everyone. And that's why I push you, because you have such high regard of humans and their possibility. So, um, I could be make him laugh right now, and like he's sticking out his tongue at me because you guys can't see that, but he's not. I wish I did just make him laugh. Um, No, you guys, you don't worry. Janie says you guys are going to fall in love. Well, no, it's all good. It's all pure platonic. Love him like a soul brother, and he's got beautiful children. It's just amazing, amazing, amazing. Um, he said, "I'm very honored by your kind words. Thank you, my friend. You're welcome. You're welcome." This Hi Mo. This is great. Okay, let me we went a little bit over. I apologize, guys. I'm going to take the earpiece out.
Okay. I don't like having those things in my ears. It bothers me. I've always been sensitive that way. But I want you guys to quickly, we've done this in the morning, and I'd like to do this tonight. I'd like to do it tonight because we haven't done this tonight. I'd like you to put in, hi, Robin. So good to see you. Another one of my wonderful friends and moderators. I want you to put in the comments section one thing that you're looking for tomorrow, one thing that you hope to manifest tomorrow. Put that in the comment section for me, and I will quickly acknowledge those. So this is going to take a little longer, so I am asking you for your patience, and I'm excited for you guys because we've done this in the morning, and I wanted to bring this to you in the evening. And I got this there. Okay, sorry, this is going to be. See, look at Tony Robbins even says it. Okay, I'm going to pause that, go back here, and there we go. I'm going to turn it up a little bit. All right, so what do we've got? We've got peace. We've got satisfaction. Good one. We've got calmness, confidence, peace again, which is good. We have faith, a huge palace in New Zealand that you want to manifest by tomorrow. Rock on, sister. Rock on, Janie. Positivity. I'm going to say abundance for you, Janie, if you don't mind. Progress. Nice. We have kindness. I love it, Robin, when you always add laughter in because it's so important. We forget about that. Productiveness. And keep them coming, guys. Anybody else? Joy. Sorry, Mary, I didn't see that. Joy, because see, sometimes it skips. I so miss that. Positivity, patience, joy, and yep, calmness. Got it. Joy. Thanks, Mary. and energy. And I'm going to put limitless there for you, Janie. How's that? Okay, I've got the ones. So ready? Here we go. Thank you, everybody. Thanks so much. Okay. Let your finger. Oh, I missed something. Christy, did you say something? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Christy. Thank you so much, my friend. Very kind of you. Forgiveness. Good one. Forgiveness. And that's good. Okay, here we go. Ready? Okay. Why don't you guys just get comfortable? Take a nice breath in. I want you to place your right hand on the center of your chest. I want you to place your left hand on top of your right hand and breathe. Feel your heartbeat. Feel the energy of that beautiful center, that heart, connecting your upper and lower chakras, connecting you to others, to nature, to self. That heart has so many functions. And I want you to imagine that you're surrounded by love. Love of self, love of others, love of what is going to happen tomorrow. When you place your head on the pillow tonight and go into a deep slumber, you'll wake up and you will feel that energy of peace. Peace that all is well within you. You'll feel a satisfaction that comes from that peace, a calmness. Finding that peace brings you at peace. Allows you to have the faith to believe in the abundance that you can call in for tomorrow. Believing in the abundance of all areas in your life. That shifts your mindset. It makes you feel more positive. It makes you feel, I've got this. And even more. Makes you even say, what else is possible? How can it get better than this? And you find that progress. You find that movement to the next chapter, the next page, the next moment in your life. You find the joy of all things, the joy of the kindness that you can offer, the laughter that you can share. Allowing you to be productive, allowing you to say, I am hopeful. I am love. I am loved. I am loving. Allowing you to know that your energy, what you create, what you have stated this evening, allows you to create you to be limitless. And to allow yourself to forgive yourself from anything that you've done prior the day before didn't go well. Don't beat yourself up about it. Let it go. Forgive yourself and know that you are not alone, that you are limitless, and we have community. Take that in. Know that there are others within your circle that feel, sense things like you do, that allow you to raise your vibration because they are wanting a raised vibration. And know that God, Spirit, Universe are moving you towards your goal for your highest good. That is my wish for you for tomorrow and the next day and the day after and so on. Take a nice breath in and slowly come back to the here and now. How are you guys feeling? I want to thank you all for being here. I want to thank you for sharing. Please like, share, and follow. Again, we have that Share the Love contest going on. Share all that we do. Get your friends to come on the email list. That's how we grow community. In this social media type of world, I have to say, this is how it grows. This is how it really grows. On Friday, I'm going to do channeling on Friday from the angelic realm. Poor Priscilla, I shouldn't say poor Priscilla, wonderful Priscilla has stepped up out of her comfort zone. She's going to read me the questions and I will give you a message through the angelic realm. So make sure that you join on Friday for a very special Q&A from the angelic realm and messages from the angelic realm. So tell your friends. I'd love to see so many of you there. Oh, thank you. And thank you, Crystal. Thank you, Mo. And I did get your message, so please know that. Oh, I'm so glad. That's wonderful. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you for staying up so late. She kept on saying, feel the love. Oh, that's beautiful. So beautiful. I'm excited to see you both on Friday. Thank you, Christy. Yeah, it's a little different for me. So, and Kira inspired me to just do it. So I'm going to. I'd keep my eyes closed for most of it. That's why I need somebody to read the answers. So we'll see what happens. It's me stepping out of my comfort zone as well. So let me read you one last thing. Thank you for still being here. I'm going to do a quote from my book, From the Universe Today, from the Universe to Our Hearts. Okay, hang on one second. Or if Dr. O'Connor is still on, pick a number 1 through 100 if you're still on. If not, no worries. Okay, I'll just wait. I'll pick one just in case if he's not on. So I'm going to do this. Okay. I got it. Oh, he's still on. Okay. I could read you both. 43. Okay. Of course, you picked 43. All right. And this is interesting. This is number 58, but I'll read 43 as well. 2 messages for you guys. You're funny. He just typed in duh. Nice. I just love you. And of course, Robin picked 64, the year that we're born. You're sweet. All right, 43. Time. honor it, savor it, love it. There's a structure around it. We have a time to get up and a time to rest. We might say, I'll do that next time, maybe another timer. Who has the time for that? It's about taking our time. Be in the moment. Take the time to do things that make you happy. Thank others for their time. Take the time to reach out and to reach within. Share your time with others. Number 58, success. What measures success? Is it money, power, popularity? By following your heart and your dreams, that is what measures true success. Focus on how you feel, what moves and inspires you. Go within, listen, feel, dream, and make it happen. That is finding your success. Being successful in whatever you do has always been within you. You were born that way. So I want to thank you, Haley, Michael, guys, my friendly Michael, another amazing psychic medium. Please watch him on, is it Tuesdays? I'm sorry, I keep on forgetting. Is it Tuesdays? East Coast Tuesdays, I believe. Just put it in the comments so I can see. Thank you again, Sarah. Thank you so much. And there it is. Yes, thank you. Please join me, guys. This is an important event. A lot of bigwigs are on that East-West bookstore in Seattle. So please sign up. Tuesdays at 7 Eastern time on Facebook. Thank you. Thanks, Priscilla. So yes, please join me. So again, we are here, everyone, to connect. And when we connect, we educate one another. And when we educate, we grow. There is beauty and there is unity in community. From my heart to yours, thank you so much. See you on Friday. And hopefully you guys will join the contest. You'll come on here and sign up for this. It's a free event. And come spend a day with me, 5 hours on the retreat, February 2nd. So much love to all of you. Again, Dr. O'Connor, thank you so much. Have a beautiful night, everybody. Love to you all. Be well.